Hi guys, welcome back to another video back on the NC30 build. So today I managed to get some parts I've been waiting for quite a while. Parts for the engine, mainly gasket sets, so we can start actually putting this bike together. So I'm going to go through the bits that I've got and some of the things I'm going to try and do today, really trying to get this engine ready so we can start it up. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit the bell to be notified as I post new videos, which I do quite regularly. All right, let's get into it. Okay guys, so this is what we got. So we got some genuine Honda parts here. Firstly, let's look at that. So I've got the gaskets. These are the gaskets, as you can see, with the pistons. So this goes between the cylinder head, top end, and the bottom end. And here's the other one here. So I've got two of those, front and back. I hope they're both the same, I'm pretty sure. I got the valve stems, so thanks, a shout out for those who advised me to get these. Been waiting for these for a bit. Got 16 of those to replace the valve stems. I still have 8 valves to grind out, which I haven't done yet, but I will get onto those. Also, I got these are the gaskets, sort of like the paper gaskets for the side parts of the engine. So we got actually, this is the sump. We got the side case, we got another side case here, and this is for the breather section that goes on the top valve cover. So all I got to do is punch all these holes out and then knock all these little holes out, and then I can start bolting these together. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to show you also some other stuff that I've done. Alright guys, so you guys might have remembered in a previous video I did the JB weld around these gaps here, and around here, and a little piece around here. So this stuff is rock hard now. I think it, to be honest, I think it will do the trick. As I said, the studs had already been threaded, but there was just these broken bits on the side, so I used the JB weld to fill it up. So what I'll probably do is I'll just sand them a little bit smoother so you guys can see it. I'm not sure if you can, and then I will mask and spray these bits again. So this one, I did get the broken stud out, but I need to tap the hole again. Might need to put a bigger stud in, but we're going to see if I can tap. I reckon I can tap the same stud in. I also got this tapping kit or whatever it is, so that I can tap the studs in. So that's another thing that I need to do, because I need to do that before I can put this head back on. Also, another tool I'm waiting for that should arrive today sometime is I've got a tool to try and take this broken stud out, a stud extractor. So hopefully that will come sometime very soon, and I can get that bolt out, and then this will be ready to be bolted back on. So tip, if you ever take this off, this one here, the one next to the cylinder here, is the longest bolt. All the rest are the same length. Also, I've got some little tabs to put on that hold the cables, but I want to paint those, so I haven't put those in yet. So there's going to be about 3 or 4 bolts that I'm going to have to take off again. And also this one down here is also another long one here. So 10 short ones and 2 long ones. That's as tight as I'm going to do these for now. Now we're going to flip over to the other side. So I've got a little snag here. I am missing a part. I'm just going through the Haynes manual, trying to fit this gear change onto to here, and I've realized now that there's a part missing. God knows where it is. I've looked everywhere, don't know how I lost it. I'll just see if I can show you guys. So right here, there's supposed to be a collar on here, so some sort of washer that goes around this, and it's not here, and it's not on the other part that's supposed to mate to it. So somewhere, when I took this off somehow, this washer, I'm sure it would have been on there, but this collar has gone missing. So it's getting a bit late now, so I'm gonna have to wait till daylight to really look properly for this part, go through all the boxes and stuff that I've got. Hopefully I've still got it. If I haven't, I'm gonna have to try and source one, which might be a problem, but we'll see. But at the moment I'm a little bit stuck, so I can't really install this. I can't install the cover here, I can't install the water pump until I get this part on, and I need that collar first. Hi guys, so I'm back on the bike doing a couple of bits. So I totally lost that collar for the gear changer. I've had to order one online. I'm not sure when that's going to come, so unfortunately that's put me back on getting this engine done, but I'm moving on all the other bits that I can in the meantime. Also, I started up the other bike today and let it run out for a while, because every so often I like to just let it run for a bit, obviously, so I'm not riding it, but just to let it sort of tick over a bit. And when I turned it off and I tried to start it again, it wouldn't start. Just baffling me. I'm getting no neutral light and anything. So anyway, I found what the problem is, and I'm just want to show you guys, because this could help somebody in the future. Totally random issue that's popped up, but I'm pretty confident that I found out what the problem is. All right guys, so ignore the mess, it's really messy out here, but right, so this is the problem inside. I came in this morning, my daughter was out there and she said, I want to start the bike, daddy. So I turned it on, let us press the button, bike started up and it was fine. Left it running for a little bit, went inside, came back outside, turned it off, and when it started again, it wouldn't start. And then I noticed I'm not getting neutral light. So as you can see here, I'm getting no neutral light. The bike's definitely neutral. I checked the bulbs as well, put another bulb in there, swapped these bulbs around, still no neutral light. I checked all the fuses as well. The starter fuse, which is this one, that was fine as well. So what it led me down to is the neutral switch, which is, I'll show you on this engine, it's easier to see. The neutral switch is here. That's the neutral switch. So this is the switch that tells the bike, tells the LED that, or lets you know that the bike is in neutral. So I'm pretty confident that this has failed on my bike. So that's the part now I'm gonna have to replace. Unfortunately, it's an annoying part where when you take it out, you're gonna need to drain the oil and all that stuff. I do need to do an oil change, so I'll just do it at the same time. But I'll show you how I've confirmed that's the issue. So here is the wire that goes to that, and this basically just goes on the end of that switch. And what this switch does, it essentially takes this to ground. So if I touch that on ground, I get a neutral light. When I let go, when I touch on ground. So basically, yeah, that is confirmed that the switch is not doing what it's doing, which is to take this wire down to ground. So also, if I can see if I can tuck this in somewhere. All right guys, so I've just stuck it in here to ground. As you guys can see, we've got neutral again. All right, so now we're gonna try and start it. Yeah, so yeah, just something I just come across now. Obviously, this bike has also had been sitting for a long while, so it's, I guess it was something that was on its way out. Never had any troubles with it before, but literally today it's just decided to give up the ghost. So I need to order another neutral switch and replace that, and then we should be good to go. I've also been working on these heads as well, and what I've done already on this head, I've replaced all these seals as well. I'll show you. These are the new ones that I've got here, and I have replaced the 8 on this head. So I am going to be doing the other head. I've got to grind the other heads first, the other valves first, and then I'll install those new ones once I've done that, and then I'll rebuild it back together. Alright guys, so as I said, one head is ready. I'm gonna start getting these heads on. These are the gaskets, the head. So these are OEM gaskets. Okay, so the 4 outer bolts torque to 36 Newton meters. So I'll do them up bit by bit. So there's 8 8mm bolts, and there's 3 6mm bolts. And the manual says the 8mm bolts are torqued to 36 Newton meters, and the smaller 6mm bolts, that's 1, 2, 3, they're 12 Newton meters. Oops. Checking them all. Alright, so I've set my mark in here. T2 is lining up with that little mark, and that's the settings for the front cams. So I've set those. Now I should be able to fit this on in the right place. There's a little mark here. This mark should be facing, lining up with this mark here. So that's the way I've got to put this on to match with what we did on the other side. We've got to mark this, oops, and the bottom one here, D, right. Hi guys, so another day back on the bike. I'm just doing a couple of bits this evening. Just want to show you a little update. So I did lose this part. I think I mentioned this in the previous clips. So I had to order this. This is the part number. This is the little collar that's supposed to sit on here. This is supposed to be the correct item. While I ordered this, because I had to order this all the way from Germany. We only took 3 days, wasn't too bad. So just to bulk up the order, I ordered a couple of other bits. So these are the gaskets which go in here, which was hard to find, but I managed to get these from Germany as well, just to bulk up the order. And I also got some of these O-rings which go on that section that goes on here as well, so I can change those. Right, so I'm going to open this collar up and hopefully it fits. Then we can get this bit on and start getting some more parts on. All right, guys, so here is the little collar that slips on here. Slips on right like that. And there we go. So now we can get the gear change assembly back on. All right, guys, so we've got the sump on, we've got the gear change on. So next is the water pump, but I'm waiting for the new O-ring for the water pump, which I've ordered ages ago, still hasn't come, because I want to replace the O-rings that seals around here on the water pump. So I'm going to leave it off for now until that arrives. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to torque up the right crankcase cover. Guys, so here we are. Engine is nearly there. God, this engine has come such a long way from the real tatty, rusty old engine that was here. As you can see, we're almost ready to fill this stuff up with oil. So I've already put this head on, as you saw. I'm waiting for some cotters. I lost one, so there basically is one valve that I can't install. So until I install that valve, I can't put that head on. That should come in the post anytime now. But what I'm probably going to do, if I get some chance tomorrow, I'll start with this side at least. I need to measure all the valve clearances. So again, I'm a novice at this, and now as I'm learning, although it wouldn't have made too much of a difference, to be honest, because I ground the heads. All the shims needed to be checked. The valve clearances and so on had to be checked anyway, because I ground the valves down. But now I understand that when you take these things apart, you should actually put everything in order, as what shims went where, etc., to put them back in the same order. But what I'm going to do is, obviously, I'm going to check all the valve tolerances. I already checked a few and looked at the what the book says, and we already got tolerance issues or clearance issues. So and what I expected to happen is that the gaps are too tight, because obviously I've ground the valves in, so the valves have come further out, and obviously they've closed up the gaps. So I'm probably going to need a whole load of new shims. But what I did is I created an Excel spreadsheet, which I'll show you guys next video when I'm doing the clearances, and it helps to calculate all the clearances really easy. So I'll go through the process as well, in case there's anybody who's never done it before. I'm doing it for the first time. I think I understand what I'm doing, and I'll show you as I'm doing it, and I'll show you the spreadsheet that I've done, which I'll make available if anybody wants a copy of that spreadsheet. It does all the calculations for you, and it will tell you what all the shims that you need for each valve once you import the data that you can get. So so that will be on the next video. I'm going to leave it here for now, so watch out for that video. I think it's going to be quite interesting when we do the valve clearances, but for now I think I'm just going to leave it here. Yeah, guys, so as I said, that's it. It's night time. I'm off into the house, have some dinner. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's been a mismatch of a couple of days here and there where I've been able to spend a little bit of time on the bike, but yeah, hopefully the next video I should have a whole day. I'll be able to work on the bike, and maybe we can start getting some other parts of the bike put together as well. So until the next video, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications as I post content, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one. Take care.